There we go. So I guess what I need to do is go back and start talking about everything all over again. We are here to, hey Wookie, we are here to benefit Daffodil Day New Zealand Cancer Society. Previously, we were going to be benefiting the Red Cross, though after a bit of research, it turns out that it's not one of the better charities to support. They like to get out there and look like they're doing nice things, but really they're not. But Daffodil Day does lots of good stuff with their money, and so we're going to benefit them. I've got a link pinned in the description. Hopefully it updated like I wanted it to. Otherwise, it's here in the chat. And so far, we've got 7 people out on track, practicing and putting in times. Let's take a look and see how everybody is doing so far. There's the hooligan Sirocco, closely followed by Beck. Here's Moomin. Everybody's got a nice looking car out here as always, and Beck Bones. Creasy in his BMW, very light on the decals and designs. He's got a road car with a couple of stickers on it, so we're going to be starting the race about 10 minutes late. We've got one driver who is working until 8 o'clock BST, and so in order to get him in, we're going to have to postpone slightly. Oh, Creasy changed the Alpha, didn't he? That's right. I forgot he changed his car. That's what I get for not paying attention, huh? Alright, now let's get back into the chat with all the peeps. Alright, so I finally got my stream up and going. Everything is working. I don't know why the volume wasn't working, but it is now. It is 11:52. Do you want me to set up the lobby? I can set up the lobby.
Unless you want to.
I don't care either way.
I'm just trying to keep my fucking car on track.
Okay, well you keep your car on the track. I'm going to go and copy your settings.
Right, I can tell you now, I think the BMW's not getting used.
Okay, you like the offer?
Oh, I already did like the offer, but I wanted to pick a car that no one else was picking.
Okay, what?
I don't even know what we're going to do here.
Because I done my outlap there, and I think it was like 6 seconds quicker than the BM.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll just overwrite this one. Fine. Moomin, hey, Ian, how is everyone? So, this is not practice any longer. This is going to be... Whoa! This is going to be Daffodil Day.
I just need to do my downforce
Charity.
settings to give the front end a little bit more.
I think I've got them tuned right down on the lowest that I can set them to, so 275 and 95, I think.
I might even
So while
touch them,
everyone
to
is
be
on
honest.
practicing,
Actually, yeah, I do need to touch them for that long
we
corner.
are going to be setting up a lobby. Dun, dun, dun.
I need to just do one lap in this car, to like one full lap to know if it's better than the BM. So this lobby.
Yeah, one clean lap.
16,
Yeah, one
2
clean lap, exactly. I
hours.
just need to finish this lap to have a rough guide.
Oh.
Guys,
That's off. There's a little damage.
crazy bitch doing new look.
Moving, my friend. Okay, it looks like we're mostly there. Let's change that to real. No mechanical damage, so make it easy on everybody.
Oh, yeah, but fuck that a bit.
15-minute quali. That's all good.
The Alpha does sound good too, by the way. Just putting it out there.
Your face sounds good.
Had a bit of a mistake there, but 3 seconds off the time.
Who are we missing?
And do I find Daffodil days?
Okay, how do you find what?
I've put them under SPCRS, Charity, and DMAX. You'll find them all there.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, my stickers did save, thank fuck. Right, need to do the downfalls.
These are always great fun races. This one should be especially fun. Alright, everybody, the lobby is open.
So I haven't got my car ready.
Every out of the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I peed. Pee-peed.
I was just about to do a 210. No, I wasn't. I'll say that.
I think I did a 210.8 or a 211.8.
Okay, what kind of car is...
Holmes was leaving the lobby, like he left and I crossed the line and I was like, oh damn, you...
Do I have anything else in here that's gonna work?
Yeah, I don't
I've
think
got
I'm going to be battling here for the lead.
one single car that works in here.
It's a long race, man. A lot happens at this track. So don't be too worried.
I don't think my car can compete. I'm probably 3 seconds off Beckbone's time there.
Well, we've got 20 minutes. Oh, 15, 20 minutes until we start here. I'm going to go and be a roadblock on the track because it sounds like fun right now.
Might actually turn down. So 2.8. Do I need 290 on it? That's 181. Yeah, I'll keep that there.
I've got 2.8. Mine set to 280. But yeah.
Dave, hi everyone. Don't forget to leave a like. Share with your friends before the race starts.
That second corner, I can feel my rear end.
That's right, this car doesn't stop or turn. Alright.
Second corner,
Hey,
so
Don.
the right-hand sweeper sort of
Yeah, I can feel my rear getting very light, and then also on the left-hander after it too.
See if Don recognizes this car. How do I change my view now?
I don't know how to do tuning, I just figure it out.
I've got the ride height set to 115 at the front, 115 at the rear, and 110 at the front, if that helps.
I didn't bother playing the suspension.
Oh, no, definitely, because you've got to change your bar settings and whatnot as well.
What? I get a stiff.
Everything else I left basically standard.
Does it help in terms of any speed or anything?
Nah, it doesn't do anything for speed, but it definitely makes the car a little bit more relaxing.
I'll
So
be
if you're
great.
finding it a little taily, you just dial in a little bit more bar in the rear.
I'll be fine.
But
Oh,
I
wait
found-
for these guys
I
to
found
stop
tunables,
talking.
I think, so I gave it more front bar for tuning.
Yo, who's what's
What have you
up?
done engine-wise, or have you just down-tuned it and not put anything on it?
What have I done? I'm just trying to think what I did. No, I've done racing air cleaner and racing intercooler. That's all I did. Because I was trying to get more power and then detune it a little bit more to get it closer to the 350.
Right, what did you end up with at the end?
349.
You got two.
I'm trying to get Don to look at my car.
Because I got 347 to start with. So there you go. You pretty much got all my tune now.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's nice to drive.
I think it's quite nice to drive like as it is. Well, it'd be a shame that with a down tune, it'd be quite good if it was this light with the original power.
Hell corner,
And
which is even
brake
more hell
balance,
than
I've
this
just got
beast.
0 right in the middle. We haven't had to worry about it.
I put one to
Hey,
the
Don.
rear just.
You recognize this car?
I certainly do. Greased lightning.
In Dawn we trust.
Okay, I'm actually taking it off the rear after that.
I have lots of great liveries. I'm gonna mute myself in the chat. Lots of great liveries
There you are, going through it.
still for a Don appreciation event we had, because he's done so much for all of our teams and just a great person to have around. Lots of great people here. Beck, what's happening? Nice to see you in the chat.
I wonder if this would be one of these ones that when you're going to do, you're going to run out of fuel before your tyres go, so is it even worth changing your tyres?
I can do about 30 laps.
And
Take
Peter
it.
has joined. Okay, enough of me screwing around.
And tyres, I think, basically last around that, or well, not quite as well.
Make sure that I'm out of the race. I don't want to
Looks like I can get about an hour.
accidentally participate in this.
I don't know how I'm going to get in the two.
Butane.
Why?
Here we go. This is
Yeah.
Mr. Kieran, Creasy in the Alpha. He's got
That's right, mine's all that busted, it's all
a
good.
whole 4 decals on the car. Very creative, I see. It's a very pretty green.
Still 3 seconds off this next time for the last one.
I think maybe the chat's a little bit too loud on my PS chat here. Move him away, and maybe that's better. This guy is fast in every race we've had. He pretty much dominated the SPCRS Charity Series that we just recently finished. Battled everyone, pretty much. All top 3s for sure, mostly first places. And he's already pushing 0.091 seconds faster than anybody in this car, and he hasn't even practiced. He just set this freaking car up. Seriously. And we've got Don. Don and his beautiful liveries. He does such a great job making decals and putting things together. I should have told him to change his a link there. And maybe share the one that we're actually using. But that's alright. As long as we're doing good for the charity, we're good. And we've got Wookie, this guy. I don't think he's done much practice or setup for this either. DualSense Edge, wireless controller, huh? I think he might benefit from a DD Pro. Really loving the Fanatec wheel since I've picked it up. But he's got a nice looking car here as well. Look at that. Somewhat of a personal vendetta. I know he was racing to raise money for cancer for reasons close to him. Backbones. This guy is also crazy fast. Taught me a thing or two on a few different tracks so far. Really love if I could get up closer to his pace. He's pretty much a couple of seconds faster than me everywhere. I think as long as Kieran gets a car that he likes and gets it set up, he's These two are going to be battling. Backbones and Kieran are both quick. Peter, our buddy from the DTR, Dream Team Racing member here. Lots of racing in the EDTM. Great driver, great person all around. Lots of fun being on track with him. Loving the color of these stickers. Another nice livery. Moomin Papa, the guy that is everywhere. He is DTR, he is SPR, he is CXM, he is all of us. Always a big hand in helping to organize, put things together, and great advice, great driver, always clean, very creative. Been a pleasure getting to know him over the last year or two since I've started jumping into this whole ordeal here. The addiction that is sim racing. It's just too bad that we don't have the freedom on other sims that we do on this one. I would really love if we could all jump onto something like ACC, but GT7 is so accessible, such great graphics, and the ability to make these beautiful liveries like this just makes it that much more fun in these events that we host. 2 hours long to benefit Daffodil Day Cancer Society. Link, again, everyone, is in the description and pinned to the comments, so it's always accessible. Share with your friends. If you don't want to watch, that's fine. Go ahead and just find the link that I have shared in our Discords. It's in my description. Click on it and give them your money. Straight through Tiltify, we don't see any of it. We're just here for the fun and raise awareness and hopefully raise some money as Ian pushes his car sideways through the chase. Never remember the name of the last turn here, but this one coming up is Held Corner. Very aptly named 90-degree turn 1. Oh, and look at here, we have Kieran back. Oh, it looks like he's back in the Alpha. He disappeared for a few minutes. I thought he might be changing cars. Back Bones with a 209.5. Creasy has exited and came back, so I'm not sure exactly what his time was, but let's do a ride along and watch his lap here. What time do we have? We've got 12:07, so we've only got a couple of minutes. I'm going to shoot a message over to our absent driver. We've got 8 in the lobby so far. This. Where's this? That's my stuff. Where is the guy? Oh, that's the league. That's a bot. There's a dog. Where? There we go. Got the message out. We'll find out how much longer we're going to be waiting for him. Coming up on 1 minute and 50 seconds in this lap. I don't know how long he has from here. I'm assuming it's about 20 seconds. Beck Bones putting the 208.4. 211 almost exactly 211. That's cooking though. The 211 is not bad if you can stay consistent here. On a 2-hour race, consistency is very important. Their tires don't appear to be getting a whole lot of wear. That's Don doing here. Lap 6, front tires have a little bit. Let's see, 6, that's 15 minutes. I bet they can run almost a full hour on these tires. Man, I really love the graphics in this game. Riding shotgun with D-Max with a 212. This guy is like the king of consistency. Basically what he does is get out on track and hold his own, keep it steady, stay clean, and always ends up middle of the field or better, just from sheer consistency. Okay, 21 times, that's 40 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna watch these guys run 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm not sure if that is just for fuel or for, yeah, that's gotta be just for fuel. So I'd be interested to see if any of these guys run tires for longer than 2 stints. They might last quite a while. And 7 viewers. Who's missing from my stream? Let's go through real quick while we're waiting on Christian. Well, you know, maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't have the stream linked anymore. That's a bummer. Alright, well, we'll head back into the chat. Fun listening to these guys, but hard to concentrate and do talking over here as well. Let's see, how do we get to chat? Oh, is Falconer not joining now? I thought you were doing it, buddy.
Yeah, I know 130, 320. I just went to see how it feels. I feel the rear end needed some downforce in the front end.
Hey.
Over the hill, I need to make up time.
Okay, Falconer is back. Are you ready, Falconer? Alright, Vine said to go ahead and get started, and he'll try and make between quality and the race because he's still at work. So we're just now waiting on Falconer to get his car ready. All right. Go through and take a look here. All the beautiful artwork that we have gotten from Don. He's made the TXM emblem, the Daffodil Cancer Society, Scaly Punk Charity, all of this, including the picture on his car here, was donated by Don for me to use for this. All I did is kind of throw him on the picture here. Available cars for this race. We've got a Honda Civic, an Alpine, Toyota GR86, the Subaru BRZ, two of them, Alfa Romeo, BMW M2, the VW Golf, and the VW Scirocco. Horsepower limit is 350 with a minimum weight of 1280 kilograms, and that is 21 pounds. The Discord for this, I could share. I'll share a link in the chat later on or in the description. I'll start sharing the Discord in every one of my charity streams for this, for the Scaly Punk charity, so that if anybody jumps in and sees and wants to have fun with us, they can join. Oh, 2 hours today at Bathurst. We're watching D-Max over the top of the mountain right now, coming into the S's. This is a turn to the drain here. Coming back in around the last corner here to Conrad Straight, headed for the chase. I remember some of the corner names on this track. I like this track. Lots of fun. Okay, let's get our view changed up a little bit. Falconer is back. We're going to let Falconer do a couple of laps in this car before I start the quali, because I think he just picked it up, set it up, threw a couple of stickers on it, and said he's good. So here he is, Falconer NZ, the TCR, TXM, DTR driver, an all-around great guy. I'm going to turn the chat down just a little bit here and mute myself so they can't hear me. And here it comes down into the S's in this is a Golf, right? Wookie, starting soon. That's right, Wookie. We are starting soon. And Falconer's just about got a lap in. We're running 137, 140 right now. Oh, he stopped, so we are going to go ahead.
I'd be interested to know what you've done slightly different.
I hate it when it does that. There we go. I did not mean to enter the course. There we've got this. We got 9 drivers in the race. And we are ready. Just pop in and
So good sit there and qualifying. But let's start with the just a little question.
Christian doesn't know if he's gonna make it. Here we go. Look at that pretty livery. I love it. And Scaly Punk Racing, the charity creator here, TCR Hooligan, TXM driver. Started lots of fun for us, great competition, and great causes. Here's our guy Rookie, wants to make sure he has room for qualifying. Hopefully it's not his controller that's dying out right now. A lovely gamer picture he's got on his card. Alright, Mr. Beck Bones has been wick so far in practice. Watch him come down through the drain. I should pull up a picture of this track so I can remember the name of these last couple of corners here. Hits the Conrad straight with a 120-ish. This is qualifying, guys. So here's a pack. Don, Falconer, Creasy, and Peter in a line. This is just lap 1 of qualifying. This is not important. Oh. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Pardon my language. I got distracted. Changing some things up. Talking about stuff. Hey, we're there now. Oh, I lost viewers. Probably because I'm an idiot. Oops. Anyway, here we have Don, Falconer, Creasy, and Peter was right there. Coming up on lap 2 of qualifying, this is when it really starts to matter. Watch the backbones come up and through to the top, towards the top of the mountain. Getting squirrely and losing probably nearly a second with that. And so when you're running Group 3 cars, this is an intense flat-out section. But here in the 2 road cars, lots of letting off, taps on the brakes to try and get the rotation in because they don't stick to the road like the Group 3 cars do. Down into the drain he comes. Last 2 corners into the Conrad straight with a 130. So he is 10 seconds slower than that. It looks like he might be pushing at 2:15 or so when he hits the end of this lap. So everybody's spaced out a little bit. Here's Don, D-Max Racing, a 140 coming halfway through the Conrad straight here. And heading into the chase at full throttle. I'm braking at the 200. This is... Of course you did. You're always so helpful, Richie. You know, if you weren't all responsible and stuff, you could be announcing this with me and just make fun of me live. Okay, the cutting is the corner that I'm always trying to remember. And Murray's corner. Why isn't it called Murphy's corner? Wouldn't that be better? What can go wrong will go wrong? So we've got Beck Bones with a 209.7. I was fairly close in guessing that one. Not too close, but fairly. Peter comes in with a 211.5. That's one of the quicker times that we've been seeing in practices. Don with a 211.8. With the consistency that this guy has out on track, that's an amazing time to have to run with for 2 hours straight. So this is where he's hitting Skyline, right about there. Gorgeous view. And drop into the Dipper, I guess it is. Isn't the Dipper and the Drain about the same, Richie? The Drain is right after the Dipper, isn't it? I don't know, something like that. And then Forest Elbow onto Conrad Straight. One of these days I'll start remembering this stuff before I start, but gotta be in a good headspace and doing better before the race, beforehand. What? The Drain is before Skyline. That's okay. Well, maybe I'm misremembering all those videos I watched that you sent me of the Master. I can't remember what his name was, but those are some great videos of watching them race here. Wookie sitting in the pits. And Mr. Ian coming again in the Alpine. It's a nice looking car. Looks like it's inspired by the Iron Dames. Okay. I want to see if I can catch it here while we watch Ian come up over through, what is it? It's right after Solman Park then? Philly Park. We're gonna watch Ian smash through Hell Corner. Just a little loose through that one. Keeping good pace with Moomin. Yeah. That's the last straight that we had right there was the mountain straight. And so there's Reed Park, and then Solman Park, and this should be the Drain here. I don't know why I always thought this was a Drain over here, but I guess it's just one of those misremembering things. And just the way that the track looks right there, it looks like it should be the Drain, you know? Alright, we're going to move off of here and check out Creasy here. Back, still driving the Alpha. This is the one making the lights at 212.185 so far. Wookie still sitting in the pits. And I don't know what's going on with that one right now. What's his time? He is 3 seconds off Beck, which is not showing me his lap time either. But he's right there close with everyone, so that's not bad. Peter in the number 2 spot here. I will never... My nickname is Dory. I'm like a freaking goldfish. I don't remember anything. We have 5 minutes left here in qualifying, so unless these guys start making up some time, we might have our grid set. We'll see if Christian can make it on time. Unless that's still a my stuff thing. Hooligan sets a new record. We'll watch him come down through here, headed for Conrad Straight. I know a couple of them, and I'll call the ones I know and not worry about it, shall we? This is the Conrad Straight, headed up into the Chase. The Chase is always a tricky corner, and this guy is killing his front tires. Go Peter. Oh, they're all eating the tires more than they were previously. Hooligan's got good tires though. And Peter coming through the Chase, headed through, what is that? I'll never remember the name of it. Braking at about 75. D-Max for a 3rd place. And he's pushing 213. So it looks like our averages are 211 to 213 or so. Ian pushing 212. Creasy with 212s and the Alpha. Newman in the Alpine doing also 212s. Wookie just hanging out. The Hooligan just pulled off into the pits. And Falconer, not any practice today. I don't think he's been working on this one at all, so he's getting quicker as we go. 2:17, so he's only a few seconds off of the faster laps now, the average fast laps for 2:13. With 3 minutes to go, he's got 2 more laps to knock that down. He's already knocking that down a second faster. Push, push, he's got this. That's always the important thing, is keeping things fun, earning money for charities. That's what we're here for, is Daffodil Day, Cancer Society. New Zealand is the link that I have currently. Don saw one of their events that they just had 2 days ago or so. And since we found out so many bad things about the Red Cross and how they're doing stuff these days, he suggested that we do this one. So we switched it up real quick. So our link is in the description. Our link is pinned to the comments, and I'm probably going to have to pin it again after the race just so that people can find it. We are here for good racing, good fun, good looking liveries, good battles, and raising money and awareness. Oh, I love the green brakes to go with the green stickers from Peter here. Pushing to try and get a little faster of a lap. Beck Bones just slays the qualifying. Creasy just picked it up. 0.018 seconds faster now than Peter. Falconer, a good 2 seconds faster than he was a couple of minutes ago, and this should be our last qualifying lap. As we have Peter just rubbing the walls a little bit there through, I can't remember the name of it again, but we're hitting Skyline now. Into the S's. This is a fun one to hit in Group 3. and a difficult one to hit in road cars. It'd be really interesting if I could get these guys to get their cars set up in advance and have pictures of what all of their setups are, and I could share them on the screen and see what their setups are doing through these different corners, because some of them look like they can suck into the corners well and not wearing too much on tires. Peters looks like he's got some pretty heavy wear on his tires for only having 7 laps so far, and he's kind of sliding through those corners a little bit as well. I'm going to watch him run wide on the chase. Here comes Creasy. I'm going to hit a timer here, and we're going to see if he's improving or not. Is a half a second slower than previously, so that's not going to be an improvement. And here comes Don with the 11.8. Oh no, Don's done. Moomin is still on it, coming through the chase here though. 212.3 is his best so far. Coming into Murray's corner. 9, 10, 11.5, 0.8 seconds exactly faster than his previous. So Moomin moves up the ranking just a little bit. And that is our qualifying. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take pictures of everything real fast. Because, you know, it's irresponsible not to. And I guess I don't need flash, because it's that time of day. Next. Did it picture? It pictured. Okay, cool. So, we're gonna let... Nobody can practice while we wait on this, I guess. So, we're going to jump in and message...
Is it a rolling start or off the grid? Because if it's off the grid, thank you both, I'll be taking the lead.
Okay.
I'm just going to floor it. I've only got 200 and... What is it? 350 horsepower as opposed to 670? I'm sure I'm fine, or 570, or whatever this car is.
So I sent Christian one more message to see if he's going to be able to make it. That's what we're waiting on right now. And Phil, take a deep breath. You got this. It's like a license test. I'll be the bitch that cheers you on with passive-aggressive positive statements.
I put this in our GLT chat earlier to see if anyone wanted to join as well. Only done it a few hours ago.
The coaching might be telling you you can't press the gas hard enough with the I wonder which person that was.
4 working days to get to full throttle. That's just... Okay. So it looks like we've got nothing happening here. Let's figure out how to chat.
I was getting similar times in BRZ. I was down to 11 laps in BRZ.
What other cars are there? So there was the M2, which was slow as fuck.
Hold on, I've got a list beside me. Civic Type I, Alpine A10, Toyota 86, Super BRZ.
And my chat never types the first letter I try to type on there.
2 golf and VW soccer.
And you'll try something. I was tempted.
I didn't like the server. That was a terrible on the streets. And I was like, you should do the server. Community sections that we've done more marriage and Bathurst.
It was the M2 then, 214s after a few laps with me. Unless you really tuned it perfectly, you might get it down, but there's no way. I seen that M2 go from a 213 to a 208 with tuning.
Why did my setup disappear?
The M2 really disappeared, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Phil, do you need a second to reset?
I don't know, my freaking setup is non-existent. My comfort's not my crap for some reason. I don't have a wing anymore. I don't have any downloads. That's why I was spinning.
Okay.
I didn't see it. What the...
All right. I paused the countdown, so get your setup.
I can't. It won't allow me to. I can't add anything to my car. Like a wing.
Oh wait, your fucking wing and everything is gone?
Everything's gone.
Okay. Leave the lobby. And I'll reset the grid when you come back.
Sorry, guys. I'm really pissed off for no reason.
See? I told you, take a deep breath. It's the pleb holdover. You gotta stop calling us all plebs. So since it looks like all my viewers here are all of you guys and I don't have anybody else, I'm gonna go ahead and go for a walk. Screw around for a second. Since I'm so... No. I've got 7 people watching and I've got like 9 people in the lobby, so I'm pretty sure all the 7 people are you guys.
up to the office, and I swear the same car has been there for 3 years. That's quite nice. They've had a yellow one before.
Okay. So, I'm going to do a reset on the lobby. And can we do the picture after the race?
Yeah. If you want it, yep. Yeah. But you just got to try and let everyone know that that's what we want to do.
So what do you mean by picture?
A one-lap race after the race, where the race starts, we all park up on the start-finish line, all on an angle, so that we can do a flyby and basically get a screenshot of all of our sponsors and cars. But I can only do that in if we get a replay, so you have to do it as a race. Yeah. Before you cross the line. That's the key. Yeah, well, if you've already started, you just basically, so other than that, you just do it as a 2-lap race. So you do one complete lap, and then everyone parks up on the start-finish line. I was in that one's easy. But yeah, if we do that, look quite cool. I think if we can get all the cars parked along the main street.
Bex messaged me that he wants to start last with a 2-minute penalty.
I'm good with that. We're gonna I'm gonna put Bex last then. Bex will be starting last.
That's not gonna help much.
Watch what you ask for, Bex.
We're only taking the piss anyway.
I don't care. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm thinking in the GT3 league, and you both were told that we have to sit there for a while.
Okay. So whatever the start was on yours, Phil, is how the start is now.
Okay. Okay, so I need to race.
We're waiting on Beck. Let's go, Bones.
That was my old nickname.
My old nickname was Bone.
So it goes Sirocco, Alpha, Alpha.
Okay. Pull up the picture. Because I was responsible and took pictures of the grid like I should have. So those two are correct. We need to move Peter, Moomin, D-Max. Where's Peter? Right there. A Moomin. D-Max.
It's going pretty quick. It's such.
Cars, Wookie, Falconer.
Alright, that's how you start. And they won't move us out, you cheeky bastards. Stop.
Okay.
Look at my paintwork you've destroyed. Still gotta move the last.
You should be last.
Still trying. I want to try a push of war. Cars turn around, I want to see if car got more power at pushing.
Well, I set the grid. It should be good. It's probably because you're on track.
So amazing with downforce. You call me up here and set the factory original one, or is that
All right, everyone. Good luck.
I just see it was like, yeah, I'm having that one, so I wanted to keep the factory one. Yeah, but I think you can change the downforce on the
I hate this.
Sure.
it's an alpha and you pay a lot of money for it on the machine, you probably can change the downforce on it.
Yeah.
You guys are asking.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Downforce. Phil's back on track again. That's awesome.
All right. Take a deep breath and try again. Yeah, well, I don't think that's the important part. Here we go.
I just realised it's because I've got that spoiler.
Looking back from P1. And here we go off the line. Oh, 2 false starts. And here we go. We're gonna watch the Hools take 3 places, 2 places, and 2-1. Hell Corner is not such hell for Phil. Look at him. Back at Bones decided he was gonna wait after his false start there and start from last place. Falconer overtaking Ian. This is some fun, nice, close racing right here. Oh, look at that. Beck giving Peter a little bump. Get moving, let's go, guys. And here we go, up into the corners. The drain. This is it. Down around into Skyline. Close racing. Beck is pushing for a last to first challenge here. Now that we're here, let's go back to the beautiful picture that I was sent by my pal Richie. Now I'll turn that sideways maybe. Oh, there we go. Solman Park, McPhillamy Park. Those are the ones I always forget. Forest Elbow is the last turn. They're on the Conrad Straight, hit it into the drain now. Peter right behind Hooligan. Look at that. Sirocco just sucking into the last part of the chase there. Backbones overtakes Peter. Murray's Corner. And Beck is taking over Wookie here. Let's not forget, everyone, this is for charity. We're here to support Daffodil Day New Zealand Cancer Society. Link is in the description. Link is pinned to the comments. Let's raise some money for these guys. After the race is over, when I've got a little bit of time, I'll be posting the links all over anywhere that I can. I'm going to have to start making some new social medias, because I'm just not getting the viewership I need to get the donations that these charities deserve here. Backbone's hot on the tail of Hooligan. It's going to be fun watching him work his way up through traffic here. Is that golf for Sirocco, or is that 2 Siroccos? Well, those 2 Siroccos. Oh, coming into the S's, back to back. Watching. Down into the Dipper. Looking for Forest Elbow. Oh, and Phil gives the wall just a tap, and that gives Backbones the little advantage he needs to get around. So we're going to go up. So we've got Creasy running away here so far on the Alpine. Into the chase. He is 2.5 seconds in the lead with Moomin Papa. 1.5 seconds ahead of D-Max. Oh, we have children interfering in the race. The fun of parenthood. Backbones from last to 4th place in 2 laps, starting lap 3. Creasy so far with the fastest lap at 2:11.9. That can't be right. I'm looking right here. Beck Bones got a 209.7. Why is the fast lap at Creasy with the 211.9? Must have been a penalty? That doesn't make any sense. We have things crashing around. We got Don catching up with Moomin here. Coming up the mountain. Never remember the name of these corners. That was Creek Park, Solman Park. And then the drain into Skyline. Push, push. We have 1.4 second gap up to Moomin Papa from D-Max here. Third to second place. And down through the S's into the Dipper. Let's go. Forest Elbow. This is one of my hardest corners on this track, but the gap from Moomin to Creasy is closing. Kieran with a 211.9 fast lap, and a Moomin Papa only a second and a half behind with the fast lap, but he's catching so far. He's coming up on it. Let's see. We lost a little bit of time through the chase. Coming into Murray's corner. There we come to the finish straight into a held corner. And he's closing just a little bit on the leader. Don has closed the gap down to just under 1 second, just about a second now. Coming through the mountain straight. Headed up for the Quarry Bend. This is a fun corner. Hard on the brakes, about 50. Finds his apex, runs it almost perfectly wide. We're not closing the gap here, but Beck is definitely closing the gap in for third place, catching on to D-Max. 10 minutes into 2 hours, and we are only separated by 21 seconds so far. Yeah, Rich, it would have been nice to have you here too. We'll have to try and organize one so that you can join us with the next one. Are you at work now, or are you going into work before it ends? Could have at least joined for some of it. Love to watch you drive here with these guys. The Hooligan, 5.7 seconds behind Peter. Better lap times than qualifying because he got his setup back. Alice on one bumper, transmission on the other. Ugh. Well, at least you get to watch all of our buddies racing. Alright, here comes back. He's within 0.3 seconds at D-Max. 1 through 4 are only separated by 1.8 seconds here after 9 minutes. Beck Bones with a 210.2 fast lap of the race so far. Okay, so our fast laps are not updating very nicely on this. That's going to be an issue calling things out in the future, but at least we can see how close these guys are. Moomin has closed the gap to Creasy to 0.3 seconds, so over the last lap he has gained about a half a second as we come up into, what the heck is it called? The cutting. I should be able to remember that because this is a hell of a cutting corner. You cut it too close and you're bounced off the walls and doing 3-point turns to get turned around on this narrow track. I've heard that the Nordschleife is the narrowest track, but I think down in those sections back there, it's narrower than it is at the Nordschleife. Coming into the S's, we're losing a little bit of time. We'll watch Dawn creep up to within a half a second of moving Papa through the S's. Back, pushing. We 3 in a row right here, about a second between the 3 of them. Lost just a little bit. We're now 3/4 of a second back from D-Max and Wookie in 5th place. Advertising very clearly that Cancer sucks with a 2.4 second lead on Peter. Coming down the Conrad straight into the chase. Let's watch that gap. He is almost a second faster here than he was on his previous lap coming into the chase. 1.5 seconds behind Wookie coming through. Now watch through Murray's corner. Losing just a little bit of time on him still. About 2 seconds gap and pushing. Yeah, Wookie, this is his first race over 90 minutes. Holding his own in 5th place so far after 12 minutes of the race. Good to see some more. Hey, is that Wookie honking his car? Yeah, it's nice to see more of the DTR guys joining in the SPR races. Between the EDTM and Scaly Pump Charity, lots of great racing with you guys. Thoroughly enjoyed. I'm so glad that I got to meet Don and have him introduce us to all, so I could thoroughly enjoy driving with you all. Lots of clean, fair, hard competition. Peter, 0.7 seconds behind Wookie, pushing. Down through the S's, into the Dipper. Not gaining, not losing. These guys are pretty evenly matched through this section. Down into Forest Elbow coming out, losing just a little bit of time. We should see lots of great racing on this track. Here is the Hooligan, 13 seconds back from 6th place. Hooligan with a bad qualification due to not having the setup on his car got removed for some reason. I don't know why it didn't save, so it was unfortunate that he is into his 213.5s now. I think he's got about another second-ish, second and a half. But staying consistent is going to be just as important as trying to get fast laps over 2 hours. The Falconer, the 214.5, just behind Hooligan. 1 second gap. I don't know what's happened with Ian. He is 2.22 seconds back. He's changed his tires. He's on brand new softs almost. Blue flag. He has got Kieran. Oh, coming up close behind? No. Who's coming up behind? Oh, he slipped around. Peter coming around Ian right now. Ian trying to get away from the racing line and let everybody past. Not having a good time with the Alpine today. Creasy still with a 3/4 of a second lead over Beck, who has come up from last place in 15 minutes and now battling for first. Creasy did basically zero practice on this, tried 3 different cars within a half an hour before the race started, trying to hold his own against alien bones. Coming through the chase, he's doing nothing but eating away that gap. Coming into Murray's corner, praying it doesn't become Murphy's corner. And straight into hell. 0.7 seconds faster than his previous lap. Back now on the fast lap with 209.5. So Greasy here is running 2:11s for his fast lap. And so these guys are both super consistent. Their tires, very little wear. It's going to be a question of who can stay the most consistent and hold it together, and how defensive is Greasy going to get. Is he going to block the inside here through the cutting? We've got a half a second gap. These two are going to be battling for a while, I think. Both are great drivers. Everybody is looking pretty spread out. I think Ian's car may be having some issues with a few things. Coming up the mountain here into the cutting. And let's go back. Oh no! Oh, Beck loses it just a little bit. Trying to stay clean here. Back down into 4th place. And tires are just a little bit eaten on the front. He's going to have to be careful how much he's pushing into the corners. Brake balance might help just a little bit. But that car just looked like it spun right around coming through the dipper. Very consistent laps here. Looking at all of them, you're averaging out about 211.8-ish is going to be his average. Mr. Moomin in the mid 212s mostly with a 211.5. He's got some speed there. Only 7.5 seconds back from 1st place, and I'm assuming a lot of that came from lap 7 and lap 1. D-Max Racing only 3/4 of a second back from there, coming onto the mountain straight. Trying to suck into the draft. He's holding, gaining just thousandths at a time. And my phone shut off, so I forgot the name of this corner again. Always forget the name of the corner. Date night tonight. Gonna head out to the street market. What is that corner? The Quarry Bend. The Quarry Bend, you dummy. We're watching. Okay, 0.3 seconds back now from Lumen. Go Don with the consistency, looking his laps. Yeah, I see that something's going on with you today, Ian. I'm sorry that it's not going as well as you would like, and you're not doing as well as you normally would. Hopefully it's not something wrong with the setup of your car or your internet. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe hopefully it is. I know how much it sucks to not perform as well as you expect to in a race, or hope. Still, a half a second gap here between the Dawn and the Moomin. Dawn to get his personal best down to almost 211 flat, coming into the chase, closing that gap to 0.4 seconds. Headed into Murray's corner. push. A little late on the acceleration. I think he had just a little bit more he could have given right there. Coming into Hell's Corner with the 154 marker knocked down. Probably not quite telling us where 150 meters is anymore. Don holding his own, keeping it close to Moomin. And we have Kieran with the consistency, holding him up front with a 10-second gap back to second place. Let's take a look here at Mr. Bones. I'm trying to catch back up to Don and Moomin. He's got a 3-second gap right now coming into the cut. Just a little scrape on the wall. I think Mr. Beck is pushing a little hard with these road cars here. He's got fast laps, but he's got some consistency lacking here in a few of them, so that might be the only thing that's holding our guy back right now. Into the dipper. He has got a second over the mountain and skyline through the dipper. We're coming down into the forest bend or forest elbow. Now only a second gap. So he's strong through here. I'll go back and take a look at some gaps real quick. Peter with a 1 second lead over Wookie in 6th place. So he's pushing. Here's Hooligan, the 39 seconds ahead of Falconer. Pushing. It looks like we had action here around lap 8. I'm gonna have to go back and do some replays for some of these races. Ian, 4 minutes back. He's 2 laps down in the Alpine. Is he the only person? This looks like it's darn near a 2-make race. There's only 1 Alpine in this whole race. Oh. Okay, so we got... No, it looks like we have 1 Alpine. Right? Oh, nope, there's 2. There's Wookie. He's got a 1 second gap still to Peter. Yep, okay. So now we're looking back into 2nd place again. Beck has gotten around D-Max. I missed it. But this is going to be a fun little battle to watch right here. Moomin is not the easiest guy to get around when he wants to block you. Don is just a gentleman and will let you go if he knows you're faster. He doesn't want to have his race held up by an accident. Beck is a very, very good driver though as they come down through here. And here it is into the dipper, and Beck once again spins into the dipper, and we've got Don back into 3rd place, 2 seconds behind the Moomers. Alright, so there's Peter right behind Mr. Beck. We have a 1 second gap. So fastest laps of the race, more consistently fast laps, but those 2 laps with spins are gonna be what's holding him right now. Let's not forget, everybody, we are here to support Daffodil Day New Zealand Cancer Society. Let's see, where's my... Commentator's curse. Alright, now it's kind of fun streaming and listening to everybody's chat. I try hard not to criticize and talk about people doing poorly because I know that if they're listening, it just adds that one extra little bit of pressure. It's a good thing this one's all for fun and we're not points and winning something for it, right? And we've got Don trying to close that 2-second gap that built up to Moomin. And he can do it with his consistency. His tires are still looking good. Still has about 5/8 fuel. So that would be like 58 liters. I think. Moomin Papa is working way harder on his tires. His front right is about halfway gone. I'm not sure if his fuel will last as long as his tires will. And then here is Kieran. Very consistent 210s all the way through. After 211s, his tires look like they've barely been touched. He's looking at about 55-ish. 51, 2 liters left of fuel. He could very, very easily run probably 2 stints the way he's working his tires right now. Oh, no worries, Mr. Diesel Dave. We're all here just having fun. Invite all your friends. This is for charity. We have Daffodil Day Cancer Society New Zealand. Link is in the comments. Link is in the description. Let's get some people watching and donating. I need to get more popular so that we can actually earn some money doing this stuff. Here's Ian. Ian's had a rough start, went ahead and pulled into the pits and took a break for a few minutes. This guy right here, staying true, doing it for charity. No matter what happens, he's going to stick it out and finish and do his best. Falconer with a 32-second gap up to Hooligan. This guy, 0 practice. Ouch. Ouch. There it is, the commentator's curse. I mentioned him. And I run that way a lot. When I'm driving, I like to keep my foot just a little bit on the accelerator while I'm braking, like 5% even, just to keep the stability. Otherwise, my cars spin all the time. I'm not the fastest, but I'm not slow. I will say I'm slow all day long, but it's not true. The Lamborghini is amazing. It's like Glenlivet. Just sip it on ice. Or neat, who cares? Just sip it. Down to the forced elbow, following the Hooligan. Let's take a look at his on-board camera as he comes down onto the mountains, or onto the Conrad Strait, headed in for the chase. He's on the wrong side of the car. Here we go. He's working on a best lap so far, 3/10 faster. Into the chase, braking at about the 120. Nice move, nice move. He's got this. He pushes it. He saw the track, heading up into Murray's corner. Braking at 75. There's Murray's corner, slightly wide on the apex, slightly inside. Not quite a full use of the track, but 0.2 seconds. There he is. Just a little bit faster than the last one, and on Hell's corner he uses the whole track. just like it was meant to be. Check out the battle jacket. He still has blackout on his helmet. The system of a down. I like it. Miss Elbel Hell, our girl. She's a TXM driver, but she's been absent for a little bit. She made this suit for him, and I think she did an amazing job, but it needs a few edits. Alright, let's head back up and see what we got here. Moving Papa. Oh, I missed the whole thing. What happened here? Wow, so lap 8, a 2:11 run. Moving Papa, lap 8 with a... Yeah, that's where it happened. Laps 8 and 9, I think. Or maybe it was just now. That was a 2:14. So Don now in second place with a 2-second gap back to Moon and Papa. We're going to look at Peter real quick. His front right tire's damn near completely dead. Front left has a little bit of life, and he is 50% fuel, so he is hitting for tires only right now. Phil with a 2:13.3. Ran his fastest lap on his last time around. So Beck Bones just passed Peter. Beck's tires. Looks like he's going to be able to finish up his 52 liters of fuel on the amount of tires he has left at his front. Hey Ray, what up, girl? My queen! And get all the RA peeps in here watching and donating. I've got a link in the comments. I've got hopefully the link in the description where it belongs. The Scaly Punk charity supporting Daffodil Day, New Zealand Cancer Society. Did your guys' team tour just finish up? Is that what's going on? We'll give you time to drop in and check out the SPR races. Back Bones, 5 seconds back. Moomin Papa. Looks like he's trying to close back in on D-Max. He's got the lap times to do it. But, as I've said before, D-Max, Don, our man, and Don we trust, has the consistency of a monster. Look at this. Every one of these is just within about a half a second now. 14 laps, 33 minutes into our 2 hours here at Bathurst, the mountain. Oh, I thought you guys were doing the tours today. Ost didn't join us because apparently he's doing Le Mans, huh? Here it is. Don, our consistent guy, now 3 seconds up off the Moomin. Must have had a problem there on Hell's Corner. Coming into Corey. Just losing time on our master of consistency, burning his tires up. He looks like he's down to about 45 liters. And his tires are not going to last the whole 45 liters. I'm sure just looking at that front right, he's going to have a hard time making it through the dipper, making up around that cut. The S's could very easily start giving him problems with this tire wear. Beck can still run these tires out through his fuel. Peter on brand new tires did not refuel. He's going to run the first hour on one tank and run these tires as light as he can towards the end of this next stint he's got going. And Mr. Wookie does not look like he's made a pit stop. pretty consistent in the 213s minus 2 laps. Maybe those are in and out laps. I can't tell. Maybe he did hit for tires. But he has got about 63, 64 liters of fuel going on. Lots of tire left, so he's going to be running resofts on the light tank here towards the end of this stint. The Hooligan catching only 16 seconds behind the Wookiee now. I wish I could get the Wookiee on here. I want to hear him speak Wookiee with a German accent. I think it would be fun. He's in the chat, but he's muted. I've seen it earlier. Unmute and speak Wookiee. Speak the Wookiee language with the German accent. I love it. Mein Freund. That was not an at the end. That was just my horrible attempt at saying Freund. That's better. Moin Freund. That's hard to say. No, mein Freund. And the Hooligan taking it to the pits. Let's hope the pit penalties are off with the way he entered that one. Falconer NZ. 8th place. Alright, Mr. D-Max with the 5-second gap still back to Moomin. I'm telling you, this guy and his consistency wins races. Moomin Papa's got the same consistency, but he's had a few minor mistakes, and he's been way rougher on tires in this Alpine. Why is it not? The Alfa Romeo here has been much nicer on tires. Alexis Madelman? Who is this? Oh. What was that? Okay, well, Wookiee is doing all right in the Alpha. He's got good tires. I can't tell. I don't think he's stopped for a pit yet, but he might have around lap 13. He's got 55-ish liters of fuel left and a good 80%, 90% tires. Oh yeah, Wookiee's good, doing well. Well, that's very fair, Mr. Ian, if that's what you need to do. Oh, wait. Are you talking with... I don't know. I guess maybe you're talking to Ray there? Yeah, it has to be Ray, because we're not doing a Season 7. We're going to be doing Season 2 with the Porsche Cup. SPCRS Porsche Cup. Coming up September 23rd. 12 races, I think. And the Hooligan with fresh tires gonna run them out light on the softs. Let's go up and take a look. Mr. Creasy here and with a 210.2, still the fastest lap. Down to about 30 liters of fuel. Just saving tires, this guy. He still has a good 80% of his tires left coming into the chase here on lap 18. Consistency is just monstrous, minus lap 14 there. Back 32 seconds behind the leader and 6 seconds behind Mr. Moomin, who I predict will be coming into the pits shortly here. He's got about 30 liters of fuel left and his right front tire is just dead. What have we got? So we're looking at Bones right now, the 209.5. Creasy, the 209.8. So Creasy, light with fuel, still good on tires, and the Alfa Romeo put in his fastest lap on lap 18 after using his tires for 19 full laps. Just holding on. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks a little humid out all of a sudden. Darkening up a little bit. Maybe somebody's got the weather on. Nobody's got the weather on that I can see. Ian's got the brake balance on so I can see it. Very interesting to see if we get some weather in this one here this time. Peter with a 210.6. His fastest lap of the race here with fairly fresh tires. About 32 liters of fuel left coming into the cut. And this is one of the parks corners coming up here. I know there's two of them, and I can't remember what the parks are called. Into the drain. There's the drain right there on the skyline. Oh. And it looks like our track, our conditions are just a little bit more humid than they were at the beginning of the race. And that's probably going to affect our lap times a little bit. I love how weather affects everything here. I need to be able to turn some people on and do interviews mid-race through PS chat somehow here. I think that's going to be one of the things I work on here soon. It'd be really nice to be able to get one of these drivers chatting with us in the stream. Hooligan pushing for his fastest lap, looking for a 2:12.5 now in the Sirocco. Here he comes down. We got a yellow flag coming up. I don't know who is in front of him that caused this yellow flag, but Wookie is a long ways away. Coming down. So let's go through and take a look at how everyone's doing. Falconer with the blue flag. He is 2 minutes down on the leader. Here comes D-Max Racing. I wish it would rain like that here. It's not fair. The hooligan has rain and I don't. Okay, so let's run back. Oh, who's in the pits? Ian's in the pits. Let's run back and watch D-Max Racing trying to close in on the Falconer here through the chase. Headed for Murray's corner, the 90-degree left-hander before the finish. Oh, so close to the bumper of Falconer there onto the start-finish straight. Headed for Hell's Corner. Falconer giving him the inside on this corner. Does he have the run to get past him here? No, he does not. That's okay, though. Coming up into the quarry and the cut. I can't tell you how far apart they are. I wish it gave us, if this were ACC, I could look and see what the gap is between these guys as well. Taking the inside on the quarry. Falconer led him around. I can tell he was off with the fuel on that one, taking it super wide. That's alright, Ian. I'm just glad that you came in and supported and did your best for the beginning of it. Alright, Mr. Bones, 6 seconds back from Dawn. So that means he is approximately 4.5 seconds back from lapping Falconer. Our TCR pal Dave, who is also a TXM Transmission Motorsports rider, out here supporting Daffodil Day New Zealand. Cancer Society, doing research and helping support those with cancer and doing research, helping put people through treatments. Cancer is a bitch. Cancer is hell. Cancer sucks, as I'm pretty sure Wookie so eloquently put it. And here comes back, pushing up to try and lap Mr. Dave. So back Bones with 32 liters of fuel. His tires are not going to last as long as his fuel. Mr. Peter in 4th place, our dream team, sibling team to TXM SPR, a 2:10.6 fast lap. The clouds are rolling in. I hope these guys have rain tires. I have paid zero attention to what might happen during this race, but it looks like we're going to see some weather. I mean, we are in... We are not in the Americas, so we can have rain here. I have no idea what the settings were for. I copied them from the creator of the series. Moomin Papa, 6 seconds behind Peter now. He just made his pit stop. Doesn't look like he fueled up all the way. I think he only fueled up to about 80% or so. Brand new, fresh Racing Soft tires. Let's hope he didn't pit too quickly before. I really do think there's going to be rain coming. So he may be needing to pit again. Everybody may be having to pit again though, so I guess it'd be pretty even. I think our guy back here pushing with only 4 seconds to catch Dawn, once again pushing for 2nd place. 34 seconds back from our leader, who drives my favorite car, or drove my favorite car in this series, Mr. Creasy, driving the Lamborghini for the series. Here in 1st place with a 30-second lead. Tires are still great. He's down to about 12% fuel, so he'll be pitting within about the next 5-ish laps. I am guessing on the leaders here. You guys, it doesn't tell me how much fuel you have. I'm guessing by your gauge, so give me a break. And that's telling you have what, about 5-6 laps left?
3.
Oh, 3 laps. Dual save. Creasy is going to go to lap 28 before he pits. Yeah, Kieran is not killing tires at all. Kieran's tires is freaking amazing. Don's tires are... Actually, you know what? Don and Kieran are just about equal on tires. But Don's got the fuel. Oh, I love this. Don, the master of consistency, taking care of things. He's going to be able to run longer than Creasy. This could make the finish of this race a lot more interesting. Strategy could come into play pretty heavily at the end of this race. If it remains wet, if it gets wet, I mean, strategy has a lot to do with it there too. Like, that means that Don can stay out until the rain starts, and Kieran is going to have to pit before the rain starts because he's only got another lap of fuel left after this. Now, Mr. Beck only 2 seconds back from Don now. He has destroyed his tires. New Zealand time is about 8 o'clock in the morning? 9 o'clock? Here we come into Murray's corner, just cutting that time down to about half a second less now. Pushing towards Hal. And he is still gaining time. Nails it there. And the clouds are just getting darker as Freese announces his intentions to pit. Mr. Don, 33 seconds back now, but consistent and lots of fuel left, lots of tires left to push until the rain comes in. I really wish I could see the rain radar. Back Bones closes it down. He's only 0.7 seconds behind the Don. Coming through into the drain. Around the corner of the skyline. Catching up to the S's. Nowhere to make a move through here. Hoping he can cut it here in the dipper. All he's doing is eating the time away. Nowhere to quite make a move. Comes into Forrest's elbow. He's gonna hope he gets a run. And our speed difference is he's got the run coming down Conrad Street. My question is it enough of a run? We've got 0.3 of a second as we crest the hill. 0.2 of a second heading into the chase. So he's close, but not close enough to make a move here yet. Through the trace, headed to Murray's corner. We're now a half a second back. It's going to be fun watching Beck use up these tires. He's going to run his tires to the bone. That's where he gets that nickname from. He runs his tires to the bones. I got it. Here we are. Everybody in these gorgeous cars. White, yellow seems to be very prevalent. Always a little bit of blue here to support Daffodil Day. Oh my goodness, that was his fastest lap of the race. Or no, that's his fastest sector. Here to support Daffodil Day New Zealand Cancer Society. The link is in the description and the link is in the comments pinned to the top. If you are able, please donate. I only set a goal of 500. I would love to see us match that or do better. But I'm not very popular yet on YouTube, so honestly I'm just hoping to get something. And here we go. We are 0.2 seconds across into Skyline, down into the S's. Don is not going to let him by easily. All he needs to do is hold him off for about another 2 laps, which he has the fuel and the tires to do. And Mr. Bones will be pulling into the pits because he's not going to be able to go a whole lot longer on these tires. Mr. Peter, 35 seconds back now. Catching on Mr. New Zealander. NZ Falconer Dave, our good buddy, coming down through the S's, headed into the Dipper. Oh, runs just a little bit wide. Having a hard time pushing through these turns on the tires. Worn about 30% left. And on the Conrad straight. A little scrape with the wall. Still in 4th place and 2.5 seconds ahead of Mr. Moon Papa. So not doing bad, our friend Peter. Who do you think is behind you? So our pal Don holds out, pulls it into 1st place. So if he can go, let's see, he's going to be able to do this. He can go another 3 or 4 laps on his fuel and tires, which I really think he can. His consistency is going to win the day out. That's Sirocco going easy on tires, doing very well on fuel, and just staying consistent, keeping his car wide as we go through these turns, down into the Dipper. All he's got to do is hold off the bones for another 2 laps, and he can win this race on strategy alone. Very consistent. Looks like we're averaging approximately mid-13s. And not the fastest laps of the day, but the most consistent. And able to stay out more laps, not losing as much time in the pits as everybody else is going to. All he's got to do is hold on down through Murray's corner on the start. Oh no, that was a chase. I guessed wrong. Looking backwards. Still half a second lead over Beck, who has made it into 2nd place twice today. Been in the top 4. And just a couple of small mistakes had him playing catch up, and that's probably why his tires are having such a hard time right now, as having to push so hard through this first hour of the race. Oh, watch him come up through the mountain straight. His front right is only going to last another lap or 2. We're like dead even on fuel between these two as Don closes the door just on time. So this is our battle for first after 58 minutes. Don using the whole track and just making sure there's no way around. It could get a little close and a little rough here coming up. Oh, around. That was the drain here. Down onto Skyline. He's not leaving an opening. Just a little bit wide, but he's holding the important line. Hits the S's into the Dipper. Still with a half a second lead. Bones just pushing. He's closing. On the Forest Elbow, and his tires are just not gonna let him around at the Forest Elbow. Don pulls away, approximately 3-second lead after that. I'm telling you, this guy's got it. His consistency. That wide freaking car when you're trying to get around him. And now he's got, I'm going to guess, 3 or 4 laps of fuel left. And so he can very easily hold on to this and pull out for a P1 finish. my guy Don. And here is Kieran. 3rd place. Maybe enough fuel to make it to the end. He burned up through his fuel pretty quickly before. That's going to be the question. He's only 6 seconds back right now. If he can make his fuel last, he's got a chance still at first. Alright, this just in. Kieran is going to push. Screw the fuel. Moomin looking to go around Falconer, who is in 8th place, which is our last remaining place. We had someone leave already. Is he going to hold up the Moomin and give Peter a chance to catch? No, he moves over, lets him have the line. Dave, Mr. Falconer, great guy to have on track with you. So a 2:13.5. So coming into this cold, Mr. Falconer doing well. Whoa, wrong button. I'm trying to look back and see who this is. This is Mr. Peter catching now. Coming over through Skyline into the S's. I really love the colors of this car. For some reason that green, gray, and white little splash of yellow just kind of pops super nicely, if you ask me.
I was really trying to catch you too.
Alright, so Mr. Creasy 4 seconds back from Bones. Creasy fresh. Bones is on his last lap with these tires, so Creasy's going to be taking the lead. Don will be taking the lead after that. Well, maybe Don. Don will be passing Creasy after that. We'll see how he comes out here. What did you say there, Don? What was it set? Okay, here comes Don. He comes out 4.4 seconds ahead of Moomin, who is yet to... Wait, did he already pit once? He had to have pit once. And his tires and half fuel. Has Moomin hit the pits yet? Okay, well, if Moomin has not hit the pits yet, this could all be strategy. Fuel saving, still hitting 212s. He still has 3/4 tires, half a tank of fuel. If he hasn't pit yet, he's got a good shot at this one because everybody else still has, well, he's got a good shot to beat a couple of people. That's what I was thinking too, but... Oh yeah, he's in the Alpine. He's dying on fuel. Never mind. So he's going to be pitting, and that's going to give D-Max just a little bit more of a gap. So I think we have... so this is going to be Bones' last lap, unless he truly runs that front right to the Bones. Alright. Challenge accepted. He's going 2 laps. Just because I talked about his Bones. He doesn't know if he can do it, but he's going to, just because I said it. I said he can't. I can't even drive when my tires look like this, so. We're coming through around one of the parks, down onto the skyline, into the S's. Let's watch his front left tire as he hits these S's into the dipper. And then again when we hit the forest elbow. Here he is on the Conrad straight. So the next time I'm going to be looking to see what happens with this tire as he hits the second half of the chase. We have 2 pixels left of tire. Is it going to get eaten up here? As he drives past the pit entrance, he has 1.25 pixels left of his front right tire. This is going to be fun. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Where do I fix this here? And so we're currently watching Beck Bone's front right tire while I go in and try and fix this Tiltify link because apparently it's not working. Alright, sign in. Alright, we are down to now 1/4 of a pixel of tire as he comes through the forest. Oh my god, I cannot believe this dude made it another 2 laps with his tires as Creasy comes to pass him already. So he made his time, he made the laps, but he lost a good 2 seconds off of this one. This is getting annoying. Alright.
Yeah, there's 40% tank, particularly 19 plus another 22 for 1 seconds.
Okay, I'm signed in.
Fill your cars. Nicely done. Right, you're going to need to fill it, will you, to get the rest of the way?
I don't care about that, or that, or that, or that, or that. Okay. So, all of this time we've been doing this, I thought this published last night, but apparently it didn't work. I'm going to have to try it next time. Okay, now let's go get into YouTube. And I'm going to double check and make sure that I got the right thing. So here we are, 40 seconds back. Mr. Bones is from Creasy after his pit stop. Oh, go into my video. Oh, yuck. I can hear myself. Volume is now down. Volume is now down. Volume is now down. We got a new donation. We got a new donation. We got a new donation. Just in case you have a new donation. Just in case you have a new donation. We have fixed it. Apparently it wasn't published previously. So I republished and hopefully it works now. Alright, back to the race. Let's go check out everything that we have going on here. Mr. Don out of the pits. He is going to run the whole rest of this race without having to stop. It looks like we might make the race with no rain. Pushing around Murray's corner. 5-second lead over Moomin Papa. So the consistency of these two is just phenomenal. It looks like Moomin is definitely going to have one more pit stop unless he can fuel save and save his tires like a mad person. Because there's no way. He's only got about 35-40% worth of fuel. Mr. Wookie, another DTR, amazing friend. Oh, that's because I put the stream on my computer so I could pin a comment. And I had to mute my computer, so hopefully all the rest of my sound is good. EDTM. Oh, Wookie! Where is it? Right there. I see it. Cancer sucks. A personal vendetta out here to raise some money to support all these charities that are so great about cancer. And I think he's honking at me. Somebody's honking somewhere. I think I said that last time I was on Wookie too. Mr. Peter, 5 seconds back from our Deutsch Wookie. Getting a little dark. Pushing. Let's go and watch and see what it looks like here when he comes over the finish line. So he's like 210s, 211s, 212s, and his worst lap is a 2:14.5. First mistake in an hour and 14 minutes of racing. So, as I called in the very beginning, this guy's consistency is something to watch out for. His consistency destroys me, and I can get some lap times that are a lot better at times, certain tracks. But the way he just holds the same time, lap after lap after lap after lap, just freaking eats me alive. Let's go down and see how our hooligan is doing, coming up, hitting the drain, headed into the skyline. There went the drain, here is skyline, and holds on to a little bit wide into the S's. Oh, I shouldn't have spoken. I think it was commentator's curse. He's going to hold still and let all these people get by that are in the way or not. Alright, Mr. Backbones, 36.7 seconds back. Good on tires, hoping that he can do something and catch. He's not gonna try and go easy. But it looks like our pal Bones may be able to make it to the end of the race, whereas Mr. Kieran is not, with the amount of fuel he has left. Don, 8 seconds back. There we go. 4.5 seconds ahead and losing slight bits of time to Mr. Moomin Papa per lap right now. Moomin is going to be pitting one last time for sure because he's only got about 30% of fuel left. My bass usually comes with guitar intro, not weird, trippy echo sounds. Let me know, Miss Queen, if the donation link has been fixed. Hey, what am I doing? I am doing comms for a race. What are you doing? I thought you said you couldn't do this. I would be in this race if you would come in and commentate. I would have had my ass handed to me, but I would have done it. Don't forget that the link is pinned to the top of the comments. If you can do it, please donate. So what was it that happened, Mr. Hools? I saw Ron just don't say that. You're not done. You're just frustrated. Y'all get there. Well, at least you're watching. Do the donating, Mr. Tin Man. Trying to raise $500 for Daffodil Day New Zealand and support their cancer society. Yay, donations work. We got a donation now. I'm gonna call that a success because I have 71 whole followers who, many of them have already donated to other causes this year, and I know how hard it is to keep donating, so share me and make me more popular. I don't know, something. A liver? No, you do nothing, some money. Dinero, euro, euros. Cold hard cash. Mr. Wookie just laying on the horn. He says, this is mine with a 211.8. Swear what? Swear I'll kick your ass? Wookie pushing on. He's holding on to 5th. Very nicely. I know that he didn't really have a whole lot of prep for this. I only talked to him a couple of days ago. He threw it all together, jumped in here, holding his own. Not the most consistent, but some good laps. He has already made his pit stop. And it looks like with an hour and 20 minutes into this, we have 40 minutes to go. Wookie, unless he fuel saves like a mad person, may have to pull in to fuel up again. Peter may have a rough time with tires, but he's got the fuel to make it. The Falconer, he's got fuel and tires to make it to the end if he's careful on fuel. He's just running slightly shy. Bathurst is amazing. My favorite corners are probably the cut, this bit through here, this park, screw the drain, screw Skyline, going into the S's is amazing, hitting the Dipper is amazing, and Forest Elbow kills me way constantly, but it's another one of my favorites because you get the run off of Forest Elbow and you hit that Conrad straight. As long as you can nail the chase after, you've had a great lap. I mean, Murray's Corner is not the greatest, and Hell's Corner is not the greatest, but I love this track. Where's your girl? I tell her to tell you to shut up because she can scream it in your ear. I guess I could too, but there's so many people on here. I don't want to scream with these 6 other people listening to me scream at you to shut up.
Is 0.005
.005 off. That is pretty close. So we have a Creasy Kieran in the lead by 35.8 seconds, coming through the chase as we speak. Yeah, basically. Back in second place with enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. He could very quite possibly push it back into first place. Don with less fuel. It looks like Don might be pushing more. He pitted later than almost all of these guys. Moomin Papa is going to be having to come in for a pit stop here shortly. So Moomin may have strategy problems with the Alpine because it just wasn't nice enough on tires or fuel to last. Like, let's see, we've got Alfa Romeos, and we've got Sirocco's, and we've got, there was something else, wasn't there? No Golfs, nope, no Golfs. So it's definitely a Volkswagen Romeo heavy track. The Alpine is not doing so hot. It seems to have burnt fuel and tires faster than either the Volkswagen or the Alfa Romeo. Am I on mute on this chat? I don't want to talking in these guys' ears the whole time. Seriously. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Conrad. There we go. Okay, so we just watched Falconer hit through the chase. Thank you for correcting me, Don, because I sounded like an idiot. Let's follow Mr. Creasy from his GoPro cam that's covering his eyes. And then it tells you to shift in this car, and I think it tells you just a little early as we come around Hell's Corner. Only a 35-second lead now. It looks like Mr. Beck has made up about 4 seconds in the last, 4 laps or so. Akashame. Alright, now as he comes up into the cut. Push, push. Here's an important corner. Hit that apex. Don't touch the wall. Don't touch that bumper. That curve is hell. This one, we're going in blind. Scrapes the wall with a slightly late turn in. around the drain, up in the skyline. Push, push, we're watching you, Kieran. Fast lap, fast lap, fast lap, down into the S's. Oh, oh! See, if I want somebody to take the lead, I'm just going to jump into their car and say that I'm watching someone else. Every time I let them know that I'm watching, they do something like that. Doesn't matter who it is. You know what? I don't even always have to let them know. Sometimes I just click onto them and it happens. It's almost like, it makes me feel like a goddess. Everybody likes to fuck up while you're watching. Pardon the English. Alright, Mr. Beckbones, 31.3 seconds. And we're watching Creasy catch up to the Falconer once again, coming into Murray Corner. And the Falconer runs just a little bit wide, makes it easy for Creasy to get around the lap traffic. On to lap 40 goes Mr. Kieran. We are good on tires. And he's pushing a little hard. He may have to stop because of fuel. Bones. He's not going to have to run these tires all the way to the bones again. And it looks like he's got plenty of fuel to make it to the end. All these guys out here on track who support Daffodil Day New Zealand Cancer Society. Trying to farm donations from anybody and everybody. If you know someone, copy my link. Copy my link, post it somewhere, and they don't have to watch the race to donate. It's a great cause. They can donate no matter what. Let's make it happen. Mr. Don, the master of consistency, has had still pushing the same 212s, 211s, and he has been the whole frigging race. He's had one lap that was a little bit slower where he had a mistake. One single lap, 2 seconds slower, 2.5 seconds slower. We are an hour and a half into this race as the sun starts to drop and the clouds thicken once more. Coming through the cut, up, around, onto the top of the mountain. Here we go, hit the drain at the skyline. I love watching him drive. Let's change our view a little bit. Let's sit in the passenger seat and talk in his ear. Coming into the S's, using all of the track. Hit the dipper. Alright, Forest Elbow, let's see the good run. You're 21.3 seconds back. You're catching 21.1 seconds back and shrinking that gap. That's how we do it. He has gained about 2 or 3 seconds on moving there just in this last lap. Let's check him out in this Alpine. Running low on fuel, he's probably only got another lap or 2 left. Oh, Mr. Tin Man, you can do comms. All we gotta do is have a chat about the kinds of things you can and can't say in the chats, because, you know, we're family oriented now, and I know you can do this. So yes, you can do comms. I've actually had some conversations about this, so just gotta clean up just a little. There's only some things we can't say. I mean, curse once in a while. It's gotta be, you know, slightly more appropriate. Now, you don't want to listen to my voice the whole race, do you? 2 hours of listening to the bitch talk? Are you serious? Moving into the pits, and Wookie close enough. I think he's going to be able to pull in to 4th place, holding it consistent. Lots of 12s and 13s. Is he close enough? Oh, Moomin's back out on track, so no, he wasn't close enough. It looked like he was close enough, but now he is only 7 seconds back from Moomin. Well, it's only some things. You don't have to be censored, you censor yourself. They're just certain topics, you know. Raising money for great charities. I love listening to your comms. Yes, I know it is. That's why you put up with me. So Wookie closing the gap now, 6.7 seconds. Go, 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 Wookie! Number 54 of the DTR Dream Team Racing. I think this is his debut in the Scaly Pump charity. It definitely is, because he's never done an endurance before this one. His longest race previously was 90 minutes. So for his first outing, 90 minutes plus, he's running 180. Or no, is that right? Yeah, that's right, right? No, 120 minutes. Full 2-hour race and holding his own 5th place, closing the gap to Moon Papa. He is doing great. See, this is what I keep trying to say. The rule! I'm gonna start calling him Kanga, because why not? Yes, I know when you can be yourself and just omit certain statements. I do it, and I do it so that everybody can be a part, and, you know, we want to be able to have children involved in this. We actually have some pretty young people involved in the charities and stuff now, so there's some things, you know? Well, I won't try and talk you into it more, but we do miss having you around for comms. You do a great job of it. We miss hearing your voice on there. I miss the way you say my name on the stream. There's something about the way you say the bitch. Wookie now coming up through the top to the top of the mountain, only 4.9 seconds back from Moomin. He is closing that gap. He is on a mission, raising money for supporting people with cancer, cancer awareness, cancer research, just everything. Fuck cancer. Cancer sucks. Here comes the Wookie on his fastest lap yet of the race into the Dipper, coming around. Oh, he's gonna come around the corner and hit it. There's a Forest elbow. Push, push, push. Let's close that gap. He's only 4 seconds back from Moomin now. He is good on tires. He's pushing his fuel, though. He might have to fuel save towards the end. But as he runs the horn down the Conrad Straight, 4.3 seconds back. He has gained 3 or 4 seconds on Moon Poppy here in the last 3 laps. This is doing amazing. I know, right? Oh, we don't need pandering. We just need appropriateness. I just hate the sound of my voice, or I would say, stop it! But why would I talk about me when I'm talking about everybody racing? Moomin Papa only 3 seconds in the lead from Wookie now. Wookie, the 41-second lead to Peter. This is going to be interesting to watch and see what happens towards the end of this race. 25 minutes to go and 30% of fuel. I don't know if he's going to make it on fuel. That's going to be the question, is does he have the fuel to keep the lead if he can take it away from Moomin? And Mr. Dawn with a nice cushion front and back. 30 seconds behind Beck and 43 seconds in front of Moomin. He's got the fuel, he's got the tires, and he's got the consistency. He's got this. Honk that horn, D-Max. Go Dawn! Ooh, I'm hungry. My ass doesn't eat before this because I can't eat before 1 o'clock. But when I'm done with this, I'll have a nice day. And then go to the fish market. And go on a date. And go shopping. Spend money. Have some drinks. What kind of drinks? Ow, I don't want no friggin' pizza. I want a nice 8-ounce steak with crab on it. And a side of salad, and a side of french fries, and a side of mashed potato. Too late? Too late for what? When I'm done here, I'm gonna get ready. It's only gonna be like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll go out with the wifey and have good foods and drinks and have fun and... Oh. Yeah, I know. Your girlfriend is awesome. She should be here watching too. Or is she sitting next to you watching? Nah, it's a lot of fun chatting with you guys. It was a pleasure meeting her. And here we go. Beck Bones trying to close up the gap. It's now only 25 seconds. Well, no. No what? Oh. Well, why not? Let me message her and tell her to get on my stream and give me a like. Dawn, the comfortable consistence. Yeah, you know, we all need that once in a while. The cushiony consistency of our man, the Dawn. And Mr. Moomin still trying to hold off the Wookiee. What's Peter doing here? So Peter is 2 laps up on the Falconer. The Falconer, our good man from TCR, now in the TXM, drives with DTR. He's one of our all-around great, amazing people. He's the guy that I get a hold with and do golf and chat with for fun because, you know, I need someone to chat and golf with, and since it's his dinner time when it's my gaming time, it works out. Everybody else is always like, oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning by the time you want to play. And I'm like, well, that's because I live in the wrong part of the friggin' world. So not my fault. But he comes out and he shows his support and he does his thing. He is improved. And he is very clean. He's a very conscientious driver. Great fun to chat with. Smart, amazing guy. Always helpful to chat with. Always helpful to drive with. Very clean. And somebody's got my stuff up too high. I can hear my voice and I hate it. Apparently he smells too. So, we'll move up and check out here with a 40-second gap up to Wookiee. Another guy from the DTR pushing and holding on, sticking it out, supporting our cause. He has the fuel and the tires. He's just going to sit here comfortably and push to the end, hoping that he sees a mistake in front of him or two, erase him in position slightly, and we're gonna watch the Wookiee closing in on Moomin Papa, but the Wookiee is eating his fuel and the Sirocco trying to do it. coming over the skyline into the S's. He's closing the gap slowly, slowly, slowly. He's making a faster and faster lap almost every time around up here now. 2:11.1. A little bit of a mistake there through the S's. Cost him about a half a second, maybe 0.3. Trying to push and catch up to the Moomin Papa. Our good man that helps set up all kinds of races everywhere. He has plenty of fuel to make it to the end. He's got plenty of tires. Actually, in the Alpine, maybe he pushed and saved really hard, and maybe that's what happened in the first half. 4th place. He came back from 6th, I think, at some point. So the Alpine is not treating him as badly as I had originally thought it was. The strategy's paying off as the sun starts to go down here at Bathurst. Hell's Corner onto the mountain straight. Moomin, I have just been told to tell you we love you. Fishkapath. Nah. Psychopath is right. Or is it Fishkapath? Yeah, Fishkapath works. I know there's another word for it, but I'm gonna leave that one off because I'm not British. I'm American and it has a different meaning over here. Different connotation. Mr. D-Max still with the consistency. Just bit into the 2:11s again for the first time since around the mid-30 laps. Doing well, plenty of fuel. What do we got up here? Ooh, Greasy looks like he's saving fuel with 20 minutes left and 18%, 17% fuel. He's going to have to pit. So he's only got a 22-second lead over Beck Bones. Beck, our Bones, is going to be able to make it through the end of the race with what he's got left here, I think. And if Greasy pits before the end of the race, I don't know, maybe he's gonna fuel save in this. Hey, show me. He's gonna fuel save in this Sirocco and make it. You don't know who our Bones is? Beck Bones? He's one of the newer guys to join with SPR, and I think he's in the TXM server now as well. He's from TCR, recruited by the Hooligan, the amazing Hooligan who started the whole charity series in the first place. And there it is again, me echoing across the chat. And sunset is taking place with 15 minutes to go. I think we're gonna see some stars. Does Frank Bones know his mother? What? Is this, do you know this Bones that we speak of? Beck Bones 2? From TCR? Are you just running your mouth as you are so talented with? Oh, you can't see the Scaly Punk sticker on this simple livery anymore, but you can still see the Daffodil. Ah, yes. His left toenail, that's right. Here he goes around the quarry corner. And his blinking fuel, so that means he only has a couple of laps left. He's gonna have to pull in for a splash and go and hope that Mr. Peter holds off the Bones for a minute here. Or a few seconds at least, because I'm pretty sure these pit stops are about 20-25 seconds, so that could make it very interesting. Oh, and Peter off into the wall as he lets Bones around. Oh, look at the beautiful view as we come up the mountain. We're gonna cross over into the drain here from the park onto Skyline. The stars in the background into the S's following Bones. Destroying his tires. I think he's going a little bit harder on tires now than he was before, but he can run those tires to the Bones and still make it. Peter from Poland being challenged. Why are the wipers on? Did he turn the wipers on? It doesn't look like it's raining. He must have turned the wipers on. Okay. Alright, so here's Peter's point of view. The review here. It's too bad I don't have a PS5. This would look much nicer, wouldn't it? And up to Murray Straight, or Murray's Corner. What? Murray Straight? What? Where did that come from? Here we come. So with a 47-second gap up to Wookie, and Greasy pulls into the pits. Where is he going to come out? Beck Bones has got the lead. 5 seconds we have the lead here. Beck Bones has the lead by 5 seconds after that pit stop. So now with a quarter of a tank, and ooh, he switched his tires. That was a brave move. I probably wouldn't have done that. We have 13 and a half minutes left of the race. Bones pushing, came from the back after, I don't know, a challenge. He had mentioned that he wanted to start in back. I didn't move him there, so he just kind of went with it. He had a false start and then pulled off to the side, let everybody go around him, and he's been fighting his way back up to the front this whole time. He's got the fastest lap with the holy 2:08.9. This is the fastest lap I've even heard of from anybody who's practiced this race so far. As the track cools off and the tires heat up. We've got now a 7-second lead as Greasy tries to heat up his tires. Kieran, our other quickest driver around here, pushing around the forest elbow. Holy hell, did you see how close he was to that wall? I'm pretty sure he found the apex there. These two with a 7-second gap, and they are in the lead by 41 seconds, 42 seconds over D-Max, our dawn of racing in all of these servers, as the sun completely disappears and we have nothing but stars in the sky for the last 12 minutes of this 2-hour run at Bathurst to support Daffodil Day, Cancer Society, NZ, as our friends from New Zealand would say. Actually, a lot of people say Z. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Americans. Why do we say Z and everybody else says Z? Doesn't make sense. Frigging Americans, right? Gotta make it our own. Be different, even though it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Hey, everybody in the whole wide world uses the metric system, but you know, we're gonna change it up and use an imperial, because why wouldn't we break an inch into 16 parts instead of, you know, making everything divisible by 10? Dawn holding his own. The consistency, he's got 2 laps in the 214s every freaking. Are you serious? 64s? Okay, shall we go and say 128s? You know what I mean. Instead of saying 1.1, we say 1 and a 16th. I mean, which... Come on! God, I wish I had money. I'd fly over there and slap you sometimes. All of you. Every last one of you. Alright, we're gonna zip out of this view here and jump up, and we're gonna look at the green rear bumper because that's all that we can see. What the hell is he driving again? I'm pretty sure it's the Romeo, wasn't it? Can't remember. I said slap you, not beat you. Jesus. What do I need a map for? What are you talking about? I said New Zealand because I'm talking about my New Zealand friends. We have friends from New Zealand. I know where frigging Bathurst is. So Backbones with very little left, about 1/3 left of his tire here, front right, about 33 liters of fuel left. Yeah, if I were you, I'd be scared of doing that. I have a wife who is not quite so permissive with that kind of thing. But he is going to make it to the end of this race. He still has the fastest lap at 2:08.9. He's running no slower than high 2:09s right now. Low 2:10s. Pushing consistently with the sun down and the lights in the background down there. Mr. Creasy in the high 10s after his pit laps. Tires should be fairly warmed up by now as he comes out through and kisses the wall after the S's and the dipper. Forrest elbow keeps it tight. Not quite the run he would like to have at the end of it there, and he's still losing time on the bones. Oh, it's a family-friendly channel-ish. Who is this? TCRT? Welcome, hello, come join my stream. I know you can't hear me, and you don't know who I am, but we're here for charity. Join the charity. How do I do something? A Grandpa 6. So then, with an 8-second gap between 1 and 2, Don still sitting in his comfy cushion with 45 seconds ahead and 40 seconds back. Mr. Moomin has got a similar cushion, 40 seconds ahead and 30 seconds back. Here is our Wookiee, who stuck it out for P5, done really well on his inaugural drive in the SPR Endurance Series. A 30-second gap ahead to Moomin and a 41-second gap back to Peter. Oh, stop it. We love you, Mr. Hools. I can almost read that. I don't know why it doesn't show up completely in my chat. Do not join. Oh, yeah. Yes, everybody is being held hostage. We are hostage holders. Mr. Peter with a 45-second gap up in front of him is honking at me as he comes around up the back of the mountain. His little park corner, skyline, the S's, my shitty accents. They're not really accents of real places, they're just meshes of sounds that come out of my mouth sounding friggin' weird. And here he comes through the dipper into the elbow. TCR, he must be one of the TCR guys as Peter cuts the chase. He cuts right to the chase. Ha ha ha. Oh, that was just too perfect, and he's on pause. Right? Yes, was. Mr. Wookie looks like he's been gaining slight bits of ground on Millman. He's only got a 26-second gap now. Yes, he did gain some time. 2:11. He's got the lap times. Now, if this guy put in a week or a month or two of practice on one of these tracks like some of the other guys do, gets to consistency, and he could do really well. It's hard to drive 2 hours straight and keep it together like this man. Apparently had a mistake there at one point, but he has definitely done so well with it. Look at his lap times. It's like almost all 12s and 13s, and he just knows how to hold it together. Okay, something beeped on my stuff, but it probably wasn't what I thought, or maybe it was somebody else's stuff that beeped. Let's go. Look for transmission motors. Sport in YouTube for the last of the stream. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And for what? Alright, there it is. Let's go up and watch our leader as he climbs the hill through the cut. Who is he catching? That looks like it might be Peter. Judging by the color of the back of his car. Oh. We have 2 minutes left. So anybody who is not across the Anybody who's not across the finish line right now is going to be on their last lap when they do cross the finish line. And now I did get a notification. Close friend. Close friend. Meh. You know what? Why not? I'm not scared. I fear nothing. I don't know why, but I don't. Where's the share button? And here we go. With 1 minute to go, we have everything set. As Backbones pulls up on Wookie. Wookie is on lap 54, so this would be him being lapped once. Now, Wookie's only responsibility being where he is to stick to the racing line and be predictable and not block. So, if our guy Bones has an issue getting around him with that, then that battle could let Creasy catch up. And Mr. Kieran has better tires. Okay, 1 minute! And I don't know if Creasy's gonna make it on fuel. He's fuel saving, and he's probably got his fuel map on. He's probably doing everything he can. He's got a blip of fuel left as he heads up the hill eating all of his fuel to get to the top of this mountain. This is scary. Here it comes onto Skyline. D-Max Racing has finished. So we have our 3rd place, our 6th place, 4th, 5th, all set. So no matter what happens, PC can do what he wants. He cannot get worse than 2nd place as he comes around, but I want to see if he runs out of fuel before he crosses the finish line because he freaking cut it close. Great on tires, very little fuel. Mr. Backbones, our fast lap at 208.9. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and slide in with a 2:11, 12, 13, whatever right now. It doesn't really matter. And Creasy coming down the Conrod straight up to the chase. And he has run out of fuel at the chase. Great job, great racing, everybody. That was pretty awesome. So we're going to share just to get a picture. And then we're going to exit that. It's all over the place, but we were going to do the Red Cross. The Red Cross, and I spelled that completely wrong. Save the replay. The Red Cross, just it turns out it's not one of the greater charities to donate to with what they do with their money. Dawn saw that Daffodil Day was doing some stuff down in New Zealand recently, and they're a better charity. They do great stuff for cancer patients, for research, all kinds of things. They help people get to their appointments. There's a lot of good that they actually do with the money. So we went with them instead. It was a last-minute change just to support a better charity. That's all we care about, is supporting charities that actually do good things. And so that was a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody for joining. I'm pretty sure this is the end of this. I'm not going to have time to go in and do other things, but let me type in and congratulate the people that I don't know if they can hear me before I go out and start doing some chatting with my wife about our dates today. Don't forget, everyone, we did do this whole thing for charity. So we have a link pinned in the comments. There should be a link in the description as well. Let's donate and help this great charity help all the cancer support and research that they do. Great race, everyone. I had you a little bit quiet because I heard a lot of myself, but what's up? Hello? Oh, wait a minute.
You need to unmute your microphone.
Yeah. There we go. It's unmuted.
Message in there so that we get everyone to stay in the lobby, and we'll do another one-lap race, and we'll park up on the straight if we can.
Yeah, we gotta be quick. I gotta get going.
If it's not gonna happen, that's fine. It's no stress.
Oh no, it's all good. Here, watch this.
And if everyone goes into chase cam, they should be able to go.
Oh, Wookie left.
No matter what it is, we can still, you know, it was just so that we can park up on the straights and get a good picture out of it.
Oh, you know what? Everybody exit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna change event settings. We're gonna change it to afternoon just to make it different. There we go.
I just want to be able to get a silly pick of the sponsors on the cards on the straight.
Geezy keys, you geezy keys. At one point, I will be doing a recap, but there's no way I can do a recap right now because I'm out of here. Alright. Oh, no. Exit. There we go. Start race. Everybody drive up and give it a park. I didn't do 2-lap race. No, I didn't do 1 lap either. I left it like it was. You know, if what you gotta do is just stop here and take your picture, whatever, I will let it run the 2 hours, or y'all can something so I can save the replay and send it to you. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I messed that one all up. I should have changed that setting. Okay. Well, here, I'll change it. I'll change it one last time. I'm a dumbass, but we'll make it happen. This is a 1-lap race. Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let this go for you guys to do it. I'm gonna get out of here and go and do the family time because that's what time it is for me. But you should be set up to do everything you need to do. And for any of my viewers on YouTube, thanks for joining. Don't forget to donate and like and subscribe. I'll be back around the 23rd with a series, the Porsche Cup, for the Scaly Punk Charity Racing Series. Hopefully earning lots and lots and lots of money. But we will see. Hope you all have fun. Thanks again for joining. Have a great day, evening, night, morning, whatever the hell it is where you are.